peeps, Mimi here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. And we are going to continue onward with writing this next poem. This is the second poem in Act 2 of Doki Doki Literature Club. The lights are off. Danver is there to protect me. So, I mean, it's already starting to get a little spooky, so gotta be ready for this. So, here we go. This one's for Natsuki, so we want cute. So Bubbles, cheeks. And the reason that we're going for Natsuki is because in my previous playthrough I did go the Yuri route like fully, so we gotta see the scenes for Natsuki. Explode? Oh, I thought it would be for Natsuki just because, as you know. I heard like 2 clicks. Party. Fun. Kawaii. Ink. Lipstick. Kiss. Kitty. Sweet. Honey. Hi. So I record using OBS, Open Broadcasters Studio, something or another, and my thumbnails are used Photoshop. Okay, so this one is Rainbow, Wonderful, Vacation, Pop. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets. Welcome back, Yunika. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at the desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arms and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that's ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy you were considered and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I already had decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And that you've apologized, I know you really didn't mean it. Yunika, I say those things so frankly. Make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little brighter with you around, and sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey you guys, seen Monika? Oh, no I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. And Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki's addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, I didn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help it if I worry a little bit. What? Are you looking at me like that? Thinking about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of those things I said. Oh, and actually, peeps, I just went and looked over to my my file folder, and I don't know if this just happened or it's been there for a while. But let's look at the files that we got. So if we go and look at files, let me make this bigger. You can see that we have a few more files. So there's actually, yeah, trace back to the last file in here. We have this Can You Hear Me? And this All Eyes file. So let's open that Can You Hear Me file. And I have to open my notepad here. There's a little devil inside of all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them all of motivation and desire into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of the cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I chose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. So, is this Monica saying that there's a little devil inside all of us? Like, that's what, you know, how she's justifying it? I mean, like, comfort food kind of calls out Natsuki, and new gash in, you know, new cute shirt kind of seems like Yuri. But we also have this all ice file. It says, I hate this. I can't do anything, nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Homegirl. This is the log file. I don't think there's anything here, but... The last line at the first was what caught you. But can you hear me? All I did was untie the knot. It's like she kind of pushed them towards this situation, like nudged them to kind of, what's it called? Magnify their defects, their little things. Yeah, it confirms that Monica wants the character all to herself. Hey, could be. So let's remove the notepad and the files. And I'm sure new things will show up as we play. I'm keeping the folder open, but I sometimes, you know, don't look at it because it's kind of underneath other windows. But maybe I'll move it up here. Hopefully I don't. Actually, oh, I don't have a good way to move it. Actually here, even if it's underneath, I could notice if something gets written in. Okay. I'll do this best to stay under control. So, Yuri, what are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. See, like, the fact that this doesn't get written here is weird. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? Aww, damn. But, oh my god. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, the mouth and the eyes. Like, this is stuff in nightmares. Let's have your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Oh, and it actually wrote on the log. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I always was afraid that you secretly hated me or something. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Like, it turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyways? Well, it was my last period today with Study Hall. To be honest, I just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I just must have not heard it because I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you play music as well. Monica, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. So, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Oh, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Nuts. Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Utica. I like how whenever she speaks, like, she gets a little bit bigger. Like, she's, like, coming towards you. Like, while the other ones don't really do that. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off to the closet. Monica, your compliments put me in a good mood. I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Ooh. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after all you gave me that book. Guess I need to make sure that Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. Ooh. Assertive. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. Come on, girl. She's used to being ignored? How can you say that? Come on, we're going over there. She's like... Oh. The screen went black. It was weird, right? Sorry about anyway. Well... That gave me chills. I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Makarov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol in the front cover. Basically, it's about a religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. Okay, also I would like to say that this is not the same thing that she says about this book in the first part of the game. In the first part of the game, she actually just says it's a story about a sister meeting her long-lost sister in high school, and it's like a romantic story. So like the same book, she like says it's something about something. She elaborates more in this edition, because like maybe there is two sisters in this, but like she doesn't mention them here. Because I remember it was just like, oh, it's about a girl meeting her sister, and it's romantic, but then a lot of bad things happen. That was it. Like, it didn't give you, like, that many red flags. Like, oh, it could be kind of weird, but, like, this gives me red flags. Like, girl, you need to read something else. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that a dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Unica? Not that. It definitely broke because of her not being here. And, you know, Monica kind of going off the rails. Don't worry, I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at a life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're just all worthless anyways. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. I apologize. I haven't lost interest in it or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should tell you that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, ooh, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm so sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Sayori's always here. She's not gone. Yes, Neko. And we are going for that happy ending. Well, we're going for the perfect ending. That's my goal. There's a lot I've already done. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. The literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might just well get started reading. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? I get the book. Get the book in my bag, and we sit there. Put the seat next to Yuri. Yeah, are you sure? I'm a little apprehensive. Yeah, because you just scared me. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not used to. But it's reading company is somebody. See, tell me if I end up distracting you or anything, alright? I open the book and start the prelogue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe I'm a little distracted, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's on the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking down at her book. I glanced over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Ooh. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't mean to. Sorry. I think... I'm just trying to freak us out. I mean... Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk and against Yuri's and hold my book more between both of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold open the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page here. She takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, Yuri slides it under her thumb after she flips the page. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Okay? We turn the page. Sorry, I think I got a little distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. It's okay. You're not used to reading, right? You don't know how to read, basically. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Because you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? He has creepy eyes right now. I was just thinking that the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you're talking about. Not the other big red flag in the book. Right. I think you meant something else about her. Ooh, dun dun dun. Something else? Never mind. Oh, she got the creepy eyes again. We didn't even get that far yet. No, I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? You've been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. Oh, like I was scared. Is it this one? Whoever's texting Dan Bear, come on. Come on. It's late. Dan Bear doesn't need text messages at this hour of the night. I didn't even notice. Anyways, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. Dan Bear looks ready. Get the purifying PBJs ready, Dan Bear. Yeah, I know. Gotta be ready. Unica! Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. What could we have done? don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyways, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Can we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and slip it into my bag. Okay, so we'll go with Natsuki first. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last, I would be pissed. Well, I guess I wanted you to try something different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this. I wouldn't expect you to find your writing style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really different from each other. You know, but we wrote our poem towards her. Like, all the words I was choosing were like in her battlefield. Like, why is she like jelly over Yuri when we wrote our poem for her? And it seems like she doesn't like our poem. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anyone, so it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Though you should have at least looked over my poem. You should probably be able to learn something from it. Yes, because clearly her poem makes total sense right now. So let's look. I am going to look for Suki's poems. Somebody has already translated to what this is. It's actually once it's decoded, like right now, like I mean it's not decoded. It is, it says, I can feel the tenderness of her skin through the knife, as if it were an extension of my sense of touch. My body nearly convulses. There's something incredibly faint, deep down, that screams to resist this uncontrollable pleasure. But I can already tell I'm being pushed over the edge. I can't stop myself. Yeah, so once it's decoded, that's what it says. I can feel the tenderness of her skin through the knife, as if it were an extension of my own senses of touch. My body nearly convulses. There's something incredibly faint, deep down, that screams to resist this uncontrollable pleasure, but I can't already tell that I'm being pushed over the edge. I can't stop myself. So it seems like somebody is cutting somebody else, and they are, I don't know, stuck with it. Oh, good night, Foxy. Oh. Why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Oh my god. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Oh. Okay. So just play with me. Oh my gosh. You don't hate me, do you, Minika? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? Oh my gosh, the club is the only place I feel safe. Oh no, she's crying blood. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Ah! Oh my god, like, I know, Cabral, yeah, it's like, oh my gosh. Puts head on desk, I need a minute from the jump scare. Hopefully my living scream was not loud this time, as loud. Hi again, Minaka. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going to be bad. Okay, I'm glad. After the first one, I was scared that I'd be loud. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I give a poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Minaka. Oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect for you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. But we didn't go for deep. We literally chose everything for Natsuki. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know what? Yuri likes this kind of writing. No! We didn't choose anything for Yuri! Like, how? Writing that full of imagery and symbolism? Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. Like, I don't mean like that's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. And that's why she gets happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on strongly. Like earlier, I think she just gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for some alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time. I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope so. Hope you do too. But you know, what is happening now is different than it happened on my first playthrough. So things are different. So maybe this is a storyline we're trying to go with Natsuki. It's just the game is forcing us to go through Yuri. Save me. The colors, they won't bright. Beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage, and endless. I don't know what this one's. Endless of meaningless. Delete her. Save me. Delete her. Delete who? Oh, an endless poem of meaningless. An endless poem of meaningless. Ooh. Sorry, I know that it's kind of abstract. I think the panic button was depressed. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyways, here's Monica's tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save the game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Oh. I mean, we're like, who are you talking to? Like, it sounds like you're talking to me and not main character guy. Anything. Please help me. That is my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I mean, like, can I even save? Oh look, all my save files from before are gone. Okay, Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's some things you can work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like it written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's a poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Okay, this is long. Wheel. A rotating wheel turning on an axle, grinding bolthead linear gearbox, falling sky, 7-hole strikes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, spanning universe, time controlled by sipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears, and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, the bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting of a sky of 40 gears to open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy states, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Whew. We're like 66% done. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is the pen that fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and then, I just really like the way it writes. I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just say? Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Hey, Mario Joe! Welcome! Y'all want to read this poem, the secret poem? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear the giggle? Did y'all hear the giggle? I mean, apart from this, but like, did y'all hear the giggle? Look at the screen, looks like it's crackling. Oh my god. And it's like Sayori's face on the cursor. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could sit by the front. About the festival? Well, sort of. You really have to do something for the festival. It's nothing like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Then it and it went black. Scared. 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 Oh, I just had a click. I just had a click. I just had a click. I only have 4 members. We need to get more members, so more members will mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. I don't think you're looking at it the right way. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like no one else can. And it should be a place so intimate that you will never want to leave. I know the feeling way you do, we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if something small, right, Munika? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Munika to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think of any of us here joining the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Munika joined, and there's no music. No music. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Munika isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're the president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monika's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, best girl? Yes, Angel. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Munika want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Stuff is up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. I didn't even think that everyone saw it as the same way as I did. But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Munika, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, the game kind of went haywire because of Sayori in a way. Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, I remember you were given a chance not to join. Oh, don't worry, Jen. You'll be satisfied at the end. Trust me. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What is the point of this all anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place to feel nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't other places for me like that. Now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Munika, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. Indifferent, I guess. I mean, how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Ah! The music here. This version of the song is actually nice. Oh my god. I was not expecting that second part. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Munika? What do you want to get out of the club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide to give an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about many members, but rather the quality of each member. We'll see. That will be the end of making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Oh my gosh, she's bleeding! She's bleeding from her eye! Like, look at her eye! In a special way, with each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of comfort zone once in a while, so if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well then maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri. Well, I know things were awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. Sorry, I keep hearing it clicking in my ear. I don't know if y'all are hearing that clicking too. And also a wonderful friend, Monica. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Too. Yeah, let's go all home today. Talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go, Monica? Please don't take this the wrong way. Oh, okay, maybe it's just me, or the headphone in my ear. Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Monica before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all. It's important to me as the president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Yeah, things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Monica, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls giving you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird. Because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's just some things I've been hoping to talk with you about. Things I know only you could understand, so that's why. No, wait, no. What? It's like the game cut her off, because she was like, wait, no, not yet. The game cut her off. Here, smile, sugar. Like I'm choosing all Natsuki words. Giggle, boop, color. Like, can y'all see the number above? Like the number is glitched. Like the number on the poem, it's 1111. Wonderful. Papa. It gets one more one every time we do one. Sparkle. Swirl. Peppy. Cheeks. Bouncy. Do I have any new files? Right now I still have Can You Hear Me, Happy Thoughts, the iFile, and the traceback. I don't have any new files yet. Oof. Memories. Lollipop. Precious. Oh look! Did y'all see the Monica bounce at the end of the screen? There's a Monica bounce over here in the corner. Monica, I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best piece today. Monica, I told you not to. Is she really late again? Consider it as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? As you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say like I do that on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did something about yesterday. I was a little bit more hostile than I meant to. I guess I really felt threatened or something, but I know it's something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And another girl wouldn't be nice. So, Natsuki? Oh, nobody cares? Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something? Girl! She sent her off crying! Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah? You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Munica, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could... We already have plans for today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Munica is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Ooh, snap. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Did y'all see that? Yes. And thank you for understanding, Monica. That yes was a little bit too aggressive. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if we make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing I can make for my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the filter. Yuri hands me the water pitcher, and she gets the kettle, plug it on the teacher's desk, and we'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerism, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Hey, can I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Well, I might as well walk with you. That's okay, you stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Okay, sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Ooh, the music changed. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I saw her heading down the hallway. Okay, what's that noise? Coming from the corner. It sounds like breathing. Sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach for the corner and peer around it. Yuri? He's been cutting. Yeah. Oh. And it just flash forwarded. Okay. Okay, that totally makes sense. Totally. Back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Yunika, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature to the kettle for 200 degrees. Then it's time to get a teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed, I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyways. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Munica. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Munica, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Hey, why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly. I try to do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly because of your posture, right? Always hunched over while reading. Yeah, let's go with that. I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. A bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups and sides, as in sync. We assume our same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer into while our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus reading like this? Yuri always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost like then it's more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume that the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? If I touch it, then I might get smudges on my pages. You're right. I didn't think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Hello, Mariano. Of course. And look at her being all cute. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it in. I don't have to have any harder of time reading from it. As a result, her left hand is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. And she doesn't look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural, but that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it, and Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just? Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Minika. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Minika. Suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm. And jerks me to my feet. What? Suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Yeah, the music stopped. Munica. My heart won't stop pounding, Munica. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Munica? Yuri's... Oh my gosh. Mariano, thank you so very much for following me on Twitch. Meow meow. Thank you. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. She got crazy eyes. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Oh. Oh, it's like she's looking at me. I can stop anytime. I'm gonna die here. Yes, her eyes are following me, and hello. It came in at the right time. Time to share poems. So, we have almost reached the 1 hour mark, and I think we might be able to finish this game in the next hour segment of Doki Doki Literature Club. I hope you have been enjoying these little episodes of Doki Doki Literature Club, and let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think is going to happen? Have you already played this game? So thank you all so very much for watching, and until next time, meow meow!